Hello guys, it's Revolution. So, the downplay of Broly continues. After my video where I project that Broly is the strongest mortal in the multiverse, of course I'm talking about established characters. I'm not talking about characters who haven't been established yet. But even beyond that, the utter, ludicrous, disgusting downplay of Broly by some members of this community who clearly have an agenda against Broly, until this day continue to downplay Broly. Facts. Now guys, this is going to be a short video. This isn't about Broly versus anyone else. I'm simply talking about how strong Broly is in this video, because I've talked about Broly's power ad nauseum. Yet for some reason, there seems to be a whole cognitive dissonance cult in this community that somehow, when they were watching the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, got smacked up by the solar flare because they clearly missed the event in the movie itself. There are people saying that Broly has no feats to compare to anybody else. This situation has deteriorated so much. There are people legitimately comparing Broly to Majin Buu. Now guys, I'm not talking about the Buu fusions. I'm not talking about Buu Tanks, Buuhan. I'm not even talking about Kid Buu or Super Buu. We are talking Fat Buu. Quite evidently, some people have literally read one page of Toyotaro's Dragon Ball Super manga and seen Majin Buu using the powers of the Grand Supreme Kai to fight against Moro and having some success where Goku and Vegeta didn't. But it's been stated in that manga that the reason Moro has been so successful against Goku and Vegeta is because of his magic, and the reason that Majin Buu has been successful against Moro is because it's a battle of magic versus magic, hacks versus hacks. It's not a battle of raw power versus raw power. Goku and Vegeta made it pretty clear that at this point, as per manga chapter 50, that if they were to go full power, they are too much for Moro if it was a battle that consisted purely of raw power. Will Moro surpass them eventually? I believe he will. In fact, I believe he will surpass everyone, because that's just the usual due writing process of Dragon Ball. But it shouldn't really matter, because no Buu would stand any remote chance against the power of Super Saiyan full power Broly. Now I don't know if this particular comparison was saying could Buu destroy Broly right from the off. Even so, he would not be able to. We'll get into that in just a moment. But first, let's tackle the ridiculous notion that Broly has no feats from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Now, I'm not talking about this breaking into a different dimension, but in all honesty, as a feat, that particular feat doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But it's incredibly rare in Dragon Ball that you get to see Dragon Ball characters actually destroy something to show what their destructive capacity is. That's why the plot device of ki control was introduced very early on, because the characters are so powerful they could easily destroy planets from the Saiyan Saga onwards. Of course, their fights would easily destroy the planets they're on if they couldn't control their power. In the Battle of Godzork, it was made abundantly clear that both Super Saiyan God Goku and the heavily suppressed Beerus possessed enough power to destroy the universe if they kept fighting at full power and not controlling their power. Of course, Goku learnt a technique, quite frankly a BS plot contrived technique, that allowed him to match the angle and power of Beerus' power that somehow cancelled out the shockwaves. It is what it is. You can use physics to explain fiction, but you cannot use physics to limit fiction. The way to scale Dragon Ball characters due to the lack of destructive capacity feats is by comparing them fighting against each other. Narrative is the main driving force of power scaling in Dragon Ball. Facts. Broly fought against Gogeta. I keep hearing people mention how Jiren fought against Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken x20 Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and Android 17 all at once, taking a triple attack. Guys, that feat was fantastic. It was a remarkable demonstration of strength. But do you really believe that's anything next to fighting against even a Super Saiyan Gogeta? Let's take a look, shall we? Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken x20. Pretty self-explanatory really. We can use that because Super Saiyan Blue Goku fought against Broly. It's 20 times the power of Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, even though it has been compared to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 in terms of its concept, I agree that Vegeta did power up against God of Destruction Toppo. Let's say he's twice as powerful. That would be Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 40, at least equivalent to. So just by taking 2 attacks from both of those at the same time, that would be equivalent to taking 60 times Super Saiyan Blue. Then there's Android 17, is probably about Super Saiyan Blue level. It's really hard to pinpoint where he is, but there are a lot of people who like to wank him to merry hell and put him at Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta level for taking that punch in episode 127 that was meant for Blue Evolution Vegeta. So let's say he's as strong as Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta as well, who we've also just wanked to merry hell. And for the record, I don't believe Android 17 is that strong, but also for the record, Android 17 was one of my favourite characters in Dragon Ball Super, and Vegeta is my favourite character in the entire franchise. With those 3 attacking Jiren at once, that would be the equivalent of 100 times Super Saiyan Blue, and that's a high ball. Not only did Jiren start taking this fight extremely serious at the beginning of episode 127, he powered up even further to block this attack. I am not downplaying that feat. Jiren is a powerhouse. Facts. But let's have a look at what Broly achieved against Gogeta. We know that base Gogeta was able to dodge and parry Super Saiyan Broly's attacks with far more ease than both Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta together. This is a post Tournament of Power Goku and Vegeta. Now ask yourself this question: how much stronger did they get from Zenkais or adaptation or training from the Tournament of Power to the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie? 2 times, 3 times, 10 times? 20 times, 100 times, thousands of times, whatever kind of boost, whatever kind of growth you think they got during that period, that growth is applicable to the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, because Dragon Ball Super Broly is a continuation of the Dragon Ball Super story. It takes place after, post the Dragon Ball Super anime, post the Tournament of Power. And just for those who don't believe that base Gogeta was stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku just for dodging attacks, well, just think back to when Super Saiyan God Goku was fighting against Ikari Broly. He couldn't escape, he was getting pasted, he got absolutely piped. Base Gogeta was comfortably escaping from a Super Saiyan Broly that had not only turned Super Saiyan, but then continued adapting in an hours-long fight against Frieza and Whis. Well, Gogeta went and turned Super Saiyan, so that's a 50 times multiplier. There are people who believe Mastered Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Grade 4 is anywhere from 500 to 1500 times base. I'm not one of those, don't worry, but if you are one of those, you have to apply that multiplier. Both Goku and Vegeta are capable of Mastered Super Saiyan. They fuse to make Gogeta, therefore Gogeta should have Mastered Super Saiyan. It's a 50 times multiplier at the very least. Broly, who most likely isn't a Mastered Super Saiyan, competed with Super Saiyan Gogeta, so that's at least 50 times the post-Tournament of Power Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And not only that, guys, remember, Super Saiyan Gogeta will be comfortably stronger than Super Saiyan Kefla, who was stronger than the Ultra Instinct Omen Phase 1 Goku. But Broly was adapting at such a rate that Gogeta felt the need to turn into Super Saiyan Blue. He skipped Super Saiyan 2, 2 times that of Super Saiyan, 100 times base. He skipped Super Saiyan 3, 400 times base. He skipped Super Saiyan God. We don't know what the multiplier to that is, but let's, for lowballing sake, assume that it's only Super Saiyan 3 level. Then he turns Super Saiyan Blue, 50 times that of Super Saiyan God. That's 20,000 times a post-Tournament of Power Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now I ask you, how much of a multiplier do you think that Super Saiyan God is over Super Saiyan 3? Well, depending on what you think that is, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, 100 times, you have to apply that to your calculations on how strong Broly was competing with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Of course, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta was too strong for Super Saiyan Full Power Broly, but Broly did force Gogeta in Super Saiyan Blue to power up even more. So for Broly to be taking Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta's shots, to be fighting toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, at least staying in the fight with Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, is the equivalent of fighting against Super Saiyan Blue Goku Kaioken times 20,000. And that's ignoring that the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta we saw in the Dragon Ball Super Broly are are likely the manga versions of their Super Saiyan Blue forms, the perfected Super Saiyan Blue forms, which are the manga equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. That's ignoring the fact that Goku and Vegeta continue to get stronger post-Tournament of Power. That's ignoring that Gogeta not only would have had mastered Super Saiyan himself, but also used Super Saiyan Blue using God Ki, a superior ki to Broly's regular ki. Ignoring that Gogeta is a superior martial artist to Broly. Broly is simply a monster, so tell me exactly how Majin Buu, even with magic, is going to compete against that kind of power. I literally saw one of the responses to this Buu vs Broly thread, and somebody said, turn Broly into candy. Do you really think that's going to work, considering it didn't work against Super Saiyan Vegeta in the Buu arc? And Buu absorbing Broly isn't winning either. He becomes a new character that way. He essentially steals that character's power and becomes a new version of Buu and that character. For example, nobody talks about Buuhan and Fat Buu in the same breath. Plus, absorbing someone is literally an acceptance of loss and stealing their power. Buu isn't the only character I've seen compared to Broly. I've seen the legendary assassin Hit from the Tournament of Power compared to Broly, merged Zamasu compared to Broly, Super Saiyan 2 Kefla compared to Broly. The downplay is sickening. Like I've said, I've talked about this ad nauseum. If you've got an agenda and you want to continue displaying cognitive dissonance, that's your choice. It's your life. Anyway, that's all from me today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and you want to be notified whenever I release new content. Keep smashing that like button. Keep lending the Daishinkan your energy. Until next time, Ad Astra.